Hey kid.
Shocking news in South Korea, BTS, military hierarchy and humanity put to the test. An unexpected drama has shaken South Korea's entertainment and military worlds, presenting an emotional story involving two BTS members. Jungkook, the Golden Magne, is reported to have been a victim of bullying in his military unit, while V stands as a pillar of support, not only for his friend but also for broader justice. Jungkook, from radiant stardom to the shadows of injustice. Jungkook, known for his multi-talented abilities, is facing one of the hardest chapters of his life. Assigned as a cook in his military unit, he has endured psychological abuse and humiliation from his seniors. Despite the emotional scars, Jungkook has continued to perform his duties diligently, displaying unshakable courage. Thankfully, he is now receiving medical and psychological care to help him recover. V, a true friend and a voice for change. Amid efforts to defend Jungkook, V is grappling with profound grief after the passing of Yeontan, his beloved dog. Despite his sorrow, V has turned this loss into a source of strength to fight against injustice. In a military internal meeting, he boldly criticized the toxic hierarchical culture, calling for reforms to protect future generations from similar experiences. This isn't just about Jungkook, it's about everyone who falls victim to a flawed system, V stated in his heartfelt speech. Global resonance, army and unshakable solidarity. The news spread like wildfire on social media, sparking global hashtags such as #JusticeForJungkook and #ProtectBTS. BTS fans, army mobilized, showcasing the extraordinary power of solidarity to drive change. A story that touches hearts. This tale isn't just about global celebrities facing trials, it's also about the universal struggle against injustice. Jungkook's resilience and V's courage demonstrate that even in the darkest times, there is strength to rise and make a difference. This journey serves as a reminder that love, empathy, and solidarity are the most powerful tools to combat injustice. The world can learn from this story. Challenging flawed systems requires bravery, and supporting those who are hurt is the deepest form of love. V's struggle, a small voice that resonates loudly. V's efforts to stand up for Jungkook were far from easy. As a new member of a hierarchy-laden military system, his criticism of its toxic culture was an act of extraordinary bravery. V's firm stance reflects an individual who cares not only for his friend, but also for systemic change on a larger scale. Hierarchy should foster respect, not destroy someone's dignity, V declared in one of his emotional statements. His words ignited a spark for many, especially those who have felt trapped in similar systems. Army, more than just fans. The solidarity of ARMY has become a driving force behind this story. BTS fans worldwide have not only offered emotional support, but also used their voices to demand change. Social media became a battleground, with thousands sharing personal stories of similar experiences and calling for reform within South Korea's military system. ARMY has also collaborated with human rights activists to advocate for mental and physical protection for individuals in the military. This movement has captured international media attention, making Jungkook's case a symbol of a much larger issue. Jungkook's trauma, a wound that transforms perspectives. For Jungkook, this experience is not just a personal trial, but also a valuable lesson about the realities beyond the glamorous stage. Despite being a global star, he has displayed remarkable humanity, resilience, humility, and a determination to rise above adversity. Recent reports indicate that Jungkook is now focusing on his mental recovery, supported by his teammates and medical professionals. He is even said to be writing songs inspired by this experience, which may deliver profound messages in the future. V's grief, strength amid loss. The loss of Yeontan was a heavy blow for V, who considered his small dog family. However, behind his deep sorrow, V found a way to turn his pain into strength. He channeled his grief into caring more for those in need, including his friend Jungkook. I believe that amidst loss, we can always find reasons to love more deeply, V shared in a personal message to his fans. Military reform, a new hope. Public pressure from this case has prompted South Korea's military leaders to consider serious reforms. High-ranking officials have pledged to investigate Jungkook's case transparently and are committed to creating a healthier military environment. However, skepticism remains high, given the military's long history of rigid and often unjust hierarchical systems. activists are urging the military not only to deliver justice for Jungkook, but also to design retraining programs that emphasize empathy, communication, and interpersonal respect. BTS's universal message. This story is more than just about Jungkook and V. It is a reflection of the human struggle against injustice, grief, and trauma. The world can learn that even those who seem to have everything still face challenges just like everyone else. V's courage and Jungkook's resilience inspire us that even in the darkest experiences, there is always a light of hope. The solidarity shown by ARMY and the wider community proves that change begins with collective awareness and the bravery to act. This story will be remembered as a reminder that the fight for justice is a shared responsibility, and genuine love can transcend all boundaries. At the end of this journey, the world may not only witness Jungkook and V's triumphant return, but also a system transformed to be more humane and compassionate. A new direction for South Korea's military system. This story has become a pivotal catalyst for discussions on reforming South Korea's military culture. For years, the military's hierarchical system has been criticized for fostering environments rife with bullying, harassment, and violence, particularly against new members or those deemed lower in the hierarchy. Now, with global attention focused on Jungkook's case, the push for reform has grown stronger. Observers urge the military to shift from traditional approaches emphasizing blind obedience to a system that values justice, respect, and the well-being of its members. Proposed measures include equality education programs, mandatory training for all military personnel on the importance of mutual respect and the harmful impacts of toxic hierarchies, psychological counseling services, improved access to professional counselors to help military members manage emotional stress and prevent further harassment, transparent reporting systems, ensuring all cases of bullying or harassment can be reported anonymously and investigated thoroughly without fear of retaliation. Support from ARMY and public figures. The ARMY community, renowned for its strong social media influence, continues to support this cause through various efforts, from amplifying calls for justice to raising funds for human rights organizations. Several public figures and celebrities in South Korea have also voiced their support, demanding systemic change in the military. This marks a crucial moment where deeply ingrained hierarchical cultures are being questioned seriously. Many hope that Jungkook's experience will serve as the starting point for systemic reform. Jungkook in music, a new voice to heal wounds. As an artist, Jungkook has always used music to express his emotions. Reports indicate that he is currently working on songs inspired by his bitter experiences in the military. These tracks are expected to carry universal messages of courage, hope, and resilience. Fans anticipate that this new work will be one of Jungkook's most profound albums, as he has a unique ability to transform personal pain into creative inspiration. V, a leader for social change. Meanwhile, V continues to play a key role as an advocate for reform. He speaks not only for Jungkook but also for those whose voices are often unheard. His vocal stance inspires many fans, especially young people, to stand up against injustices in their own environments. In a personal message, V wrote, "This fight is not about one person. It's about all of us. Together, we can create a better world, one where everyone is respected and valued." Ripple effects in the entertainment industry. The impact of this story has extended beyond the military and into South Korea's entertainment industry. Entertainment agencies are re-evaluating how they support artists during their mandatory military service. Many now recognize the importance of providing adequate emotional and mental support, given the immense pressures their artists face. Lessons from this story. Jungkook's ordeal and V's courage teach the world that even in vulnerable positions, individuals can find strength to fight back. It's a reminder that solidarity, as demonstrated by ARMY, holds extraordinary power to drive meaningful change. This story is not just about global celebrities but a universal struggle against injustice and trauma. In every step Jungkook and V take, the world witnesses that even in the face of relentless challenges, people can rise and create something greater from their pain. Final reflection, a story of humanity. This story reflects the courage and resilience of the human spirit. Jungkook and V have shown the world that despite obstacles, there is always a way to rise above. With love and support from ARMY, they've proven that even from the deepest pain, we can find light to move forward. Their journey is still unfolding, but one thing is clear, Jungkook and V have left a lasting mark as symbols of the fight against injustice, resilience in the face of challenges, and the power of human solidarity. The world now eagerly awaits the next chapter in this inspiring story. Closing, a hopeful future. This journey is ongoing, but its impact has transcended individual experiences, becoming a symbol of hope and change. Both Jungkook and V have shown that the courage to challenge injustice is the first step toward a fairer world. The global audience now waits to see how their journey will continue to inspire, not only ARMY but also a world longing for justice, empathy, and unconditional love.